Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Rio. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great extended weekend from trading, although most of us don't like the 3-day weekends. As you guys can see, I took 2 trades, and on the second one, I forgot to flatten instead of close all. So the second account took a loss that should have been a break even, which is cool, whatever. First account is the fresh 25K that we just got back this morning, or just started back this morning. We are currently in some high impact news. So at this point, I just need 2 swings to paint and then I will start trading again. There's the first swing there. I was actually hoping, since we had a Monday with some high impact news, that I would get more trades today, but so far, not so much. Not so much. So we'll see what the rest of the day brings us. All right, this is the first swing, starting from 902. This swing up was at like 901, so that's technically the first swing there. All right, and that's the second swing. So I can start trading again once I get some setups. That's the second time this trade has set up today, and I couldn't take it because the volume pattern wasn't right. But because it was off of the middle VWAP level, I wonder if I can kind of treat that the same way as I do the rotation levels. I don't know, but it's something I probably need to pay attention to. Those equal swings? Yeah, they are. Glad I didn't get into that. I need to change the position of one of my markers because it gets in the way of me seeing the volume numbers. I'll do that later. If we stall in this candle before we hit that pink line up there, I'll be able to enter, but it has to be here. It's a really huge pullback of divergence. Sorry. Alright, we've stalled long enough. Let's see if it happens in this candle or if it pushes up to that pink line. That invalidated that. I don't really like taking trades there. So I'll just wait for the next setup. Actually, I could put this over here since that'll always be in the middle. Good morning, Trenches. How are you? Alright, so if we stall here and push from the line now, I can take it since it turned green and it's not still that pink line. But it might reject here and just continue pushing. We'll see. There's the new zone. Quick and easy one. 11:33. It's like 6 seconds. Not bad. I feel like I put not the green one. Yeah. Alright. I touched that. That sell is not valid, and neither is this buy. Got a toddler over there. I'm green, calling it at 11 to take her to a science event. Oh, that should be fun. That's one thing that I do regret not doing more when I had my niece and nephew. I wanted to take them to certain places, but especially when I first started watching them, Tuesdays was always my day, like Tuesdays and Thursdays. And for whatever reason, a lot of the places like the Science Center and other places like that, they all close on Tuesdays. Like, of all days, why do you close on the day that I have them? But we still had a good time, but I just wanted to take them more places though. I actually got to see them this weekend and I hadn't seen them in 2 weeks. When I tell you, as soon as that doorbell rang, my niece was looking through the window and she just ran straight to the door. My nephew ran straight to the door and he just was smiling so hard and he was like, "Hi, TT." They were so happy to see me and I was so happy to see them. We had a good little time. But that should be fun. I don't know, seeing kids enjoy like events in different places that I enjoyed as a kid just makes me happy. Like, I know they went to a circus like not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and they had so much fun. Now, I didn't go to a lot of, I think I went to a circus one time when I was younger. I don't know. It wasn't enough excitement for me. But no, I hope she enjoys it. And hopefully we stay green for the rest of the session. I just want us to have some great volume and volatility this week. That would make me happy, because last week was a doozy. Kind of hard to test stuff last week. And see, my mouse is already dying. This is why I don't like wireless mice. But my wired one is off track. And I've been trying to fix it and I just cannot. My friend was telling me to like push down and then move the roller, but I can actually see inside of it and see where the problem is, but I don't know how to fix it. I don't know. Let's see, 329, that wasn't enough. Didn't like the sale there. There wasn't enough volume. Like, it didn't stall here long enough for me, unfortunately. There's the win for it though. But I just needed it to stall a little bit longer. We pushed down too early. Good morning, Shy Gal. No, this is not Haikanashi. These are Rinkos. The only similarity between Rinkos and Haikanashi is that it is a fake open and close. So like when this bar closed, and really it's just a fake open. Let me not say a fake close. The closes are real. The opens are not. So when this bar closed right here coming down, when the price was moving in this direction, every single tick it moved in this direction, a bar closed, but price didn't come back to this area to open up there, if that makes sense, for these candles to open. So that's the only similarity between the two. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm still kind of iffy on these 1 bar pullbacks, but we're gonna get into it and we'll just see what happens. But I'm real close to just giving them up altogether. Just not much of a fan, and that's why. I guess I could have broken even when it hit the 72.25 level, but I'm just still really iffy on the 1 bar pullbacks. So I'm okay with a loss on them for now, but I'm like this close to just not trading them. Or I'll have to go back to doing what I was before, where when it hits the level that changes my minor trend, which it did at 72.25, I'll just have to break even. But part of me just rather just get rid of it altogether. I don't know. You caught a sell off in a little of the bounce. Good morning, Applejacks. Good morning, good morning. Now it's sitting above my VWAP, 21 EMA. So no trades for me unless it breaks under all of those or break over 600. 600? All right, yeah, that's the top up there. You're welcome, Shy Gal. Yeah, these are the only candles that I use. I don't look at any other charts. This setting in particular is a 16-in-1 chart, meaning that the brick size is 16 ticks and the threshold is 1 tick. Did that stop me out to the tick? You bastard. 79 open. It did. Well, that's trash. I literally got stopped out to the tick right there. And all because it hit 72.25 and bounced back up. Yeah, we'll see how I feel about the 1 bar pullbacks as time goes on, but it's crazy because even though I didn't complete the back test, it popped up a lot in the back test, but has not popped up a lot like since I've been actually trading. the strategy on the 16-1. I think this is the 4th week for me. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, so the second account that's listed, I have to purposely fill that one on Thursday since it renews Friday. But the biggest goal is to pass this 25K account this week. If I do that, then I will start trading PAs next week. I'll probably group them, like I told you guys before, trade one from 9 to 10 and the other from 10 to 11, since I'll have 2 of them. And by the time I get to that point, I'll feel good enough about the strategy to move forward. I just didn't want to do it until everything was finalized. I did have a comment on one of my videos. I think it was the video where I talked about passing the first one accidentally. And the guy was just like telling me that I should trade did he say 1 to 3? I feel like he said 1 to 3 micros on the PA when I first start trading it. I'm not doing that. I'm not. If I did more like intraday swinging, sure, but scalping 18 ticks at a time, if I traded 1 micro, okay, 1 micro would yield me $8.60, about $8.60 per win. If you think I'm going to do that, you're insane. In real life, it's not happening. I don't know. I mean, I did talk about in that video how long I've been putting this strategy together and things like that. So, yeah. And I've always told you guys that by the time I pass the first one, my strategy should be like set in stone at that point with enough statistical data for me to feel confident trading the way that I've been trading. I don't think that risking $94 on a trade is really that much. Like, I get how people are with personal accounts and risking 1% per trade and things like that. But this is not a personal account. These are props, and you have the leverage of props, and there's no way that I'm going to sit here and risk $10 to make 8 scalping. I'm just not. But if that's his ministry, that's his ministry. I ain't got a problem with it. It's just not mine. Because for me, I feel like if I lose a PA at this point, then I just didn't do my due diligence when it came to putting the strategy together like I thought I did. So, yeah, I'm just not going to do that. But to each their own. To each their own. And then depending on how I feel, I'll figure out what size account I want to add next. I don't know if I'm going to wait until the first payout to get the next account or what I'm going to do. Did you guys watch Nutty Bar Trading? Did you guys watch his recent video about the March payouts? It's insane. There were 3 people who had $1 million payouts in the month of March. The one thing that he did highlight, though, is that I guess Apex no longer. So before, if you wanted to be anonymous, you could. However, they would still list your payout, and they would just have asterisks next to your, they would just post the first. Oh, did I fix it? No, I did not. They would post the first initial of your name. Oh, I think I just scratched this up. And then the rest would be little asterisks or stars next to it. Well, apparently, ever since January, if you ask to be anonymous, your name is not on the list at all. Which is, it kind of sucks though, low-key, because with them doing that, you can have all these people who are claiming to make, to get all of this money and payouts from Apex in an attempt to sell people courses or just scam them or whatever. And so before, you could just verify on the list, you know, but now if all they have to do is just say, oh, well, I asked to be anonymous, and that's that. So I actually hope that they stop doing that and go back to the way they were doing it before, but we'll see. We will see. How many PAs does he have? 139. Oh no. The way my mouse. This is not good. I need a longer one. Oh, thank you, Applejacks, for using my code. Thank you, I appreciate it. What did you get? 250Ks? Got a little bit short now, looking for a rejection off of 560. Let's see. 560 is where the middle VWAP level is. For me, at least. That's that line right there. It's at 560.09 right now. Not looking for a sale because we be going back towards the VWAP level. So really, I'm just waiting to see what happens from here. That 1 bar pullback, low-key, high-key, irritated me. Because I just know how iffy it is right now. What I'm probably going to have to do after I get off the stream is just go through my my journal and write down all the 1 bar pullbacks that's happened in the last 3 weeks and kind of see how I feel about it from there. But I don't know. I just feel like, why? It's so crazy because that setup was so great on all the other Renko settings except this one. I did find one pattern that was causing losses with the 1 bar pullback, but that particular pattern was not one of them. Like, that pattern is one of the most consistent ones that went, so it's very odd. But I think I'm just, like I said, gonna have to go back to breaking even at the trend change level. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Probably. All right, no sale here. We rejected off of 36.75, which is a level I don't want to trade going back towards. So let's just see what happens from here. Let's see, that's the change level, so I'm good there. $450Ks. You pass those, you'll get more. So you want to do yours in groups of 4. I was thinking about so since I started, well, not since I started, since like December, I've had 5 accounts. So I was thinking of building them up either in groups of 5, where like, all right, let's just get all of these 5 converted, get the first payout, and then use the first payout to pay for the next set of 5 kind of thing. It's either going to be that, or As I pass one, I get another one kind of thing after I get my first payout though. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to replace them because I kind of like having them on the same schedule. But then at the same time, remember all of my evals had like a week apart. Each week was a new renewal. So I kind of liked having them separated like that at the same time. I don't think that I want to pay for 5 at a time. I don't know. That's what I've been thinking. Especially with me knowing that, you know, if this is a pretty decent week of volatility, I should be able to pass the next account. So I don't really know how I want to do that because I do know that I'm going to always pay lifetime. I'm not going to ever pay monthly for the PAs. So it's like, oh, well, if you're getting rid of one renewal, just replace it with another one versus getting 5 at once. But realistically speaking, I shouldn't have to worry about the renewals on them. So I should be able to pass them within the 3 weeks or 4 weeks that I give myself to pass them. So I don't know. It's all up in the air. Let's see, close there. This is kind of a weird area. And I really want the levels to kind of fix themselves because right now it's showing that it could consolidate a little bit unless it pushes down like towards this VWAP right here. So yeah, let's just see kind of what happens here. Wasn't on purpose, but that was as much as I was willing to spend at once. I feel it. I feel it. In Nutty's video, he was talking about how, you know, people are trying to figure out how Apex can afford to pay out as much as they do. And so he was saying that Apex confirmed that they have 140,000 active subscribers or active traders. And he was just like, you know, essentially, if the average that's spent per trader is like 3 something, then you could see how they can afford it or whatever. So I was in the comment section, y'all, and it was people like, yeah, I've spent $4,000 in the last 3 months. Because he asked, like, how much have you spent on Apex in the last 3 months? So it was people like, I've spent $4,000, I've spent $1,500, I've spent, and I'm like, what? Like, I've legit spent $3,800, I think, since May of 2022. Call me cheap, okay? Because that's exactly what I am. Yes, I am. But I'm just like, that's a lot. I think when I calculated mine was like 5 something, but that's only because I had the $140 lifetime fee for that one PA. So it's like, if it wasn't for that, it wouldn't have even been a thing. Because I've been basically spending $160 a month on 5 accounts. But I definitely can see how Apex can afford to pay that much out, because these people have been spending monies, okay? Monies. Let's see. Oh my god. I'm so slow, y'all. This sale right here was actually a valid sale. I don't know why I was thinking that the rule was something totally different, but this is like a regular pullback at my major level that I've been saying that I wanted to start trading soon. I've pretty much figured out the volume pattern that I'm looking for, and that actually was the freaking volume pattern. But I was thinking of something else in my head, and I don't know why. I mean, it literally set up so perfect. So freaking perfect. All right, that's equal. That's not. All right, that sale is invalidated. Oh, that just made me mad. I spent all that time going over that thing to try to figure out what I wanted to look for, and girl, you missed it. You missed it. One day I'm gonna get my shit together. Didn't somebody get 1 million? 3 people got 1 million in payouts. I think there was a 1.3, a 1.2, and a 1.1, I think. I don't remember. But I do know that the guy who got 1.3, I feel like that was the one that he was saying, when you look at the list, and the guy did confirm that he got like one payout on 2050Ks. So he got the $40,000 payout, and then he got like a $400,000 and a $500,000 payout or something like that. So essentially after he did it all, because I feel like I saw that the $40,000 payout was like the first payout of February. So what it looks like is after he got that first payout, he either before or after, you can't really tell, but either way, he built up the accounts fairly quickly, and then, you know, they basically asked him to go live. Now, I feel like I remember hearing Nutty say that guy did decide to go live. I could be wrong, but you know, a lot of people decline to go live, which makes sense to me personally. But do I chance this 1 bar pullback again? I would rather it push up so I don't gotta decide. Alright, well, we stalled long enough for me to not like it anymore anyway. More than 319. Alright, I am going to take this sell. This is just... if it pushes down, which it did not. Alright. Yeah, people do gamble big time. That 4K could have been put in your own account. Exactly. It's like, I get... Okay, if you have a strategy, you have an edge, you have the psychology part down. Even if you don't have the psychology part down, because I would rather you go tilt on a $36 account versus a $3,000 real account. But I feel like if you have an edge, why not do prop firms, you know? And even if you're using it, like this whole process for me, I felt better developing my strategy while trading with an Apex account. Now I could have just had 1 or 2 accounts, but like I said in the beginning, of course, I was blowing them faster because I was in the beginning stages of developing my strategy. So the accounts weren't lasting as long as I needed them to. They weren't lasting 30 days. But if you're in the process of developing your edge and stuff like that, I do think that it's good for you to have a couple of accounts. Like, I don't feel like you should be spending more than $200 a month on accounts. And the only reason I say that amount is because, again, if you're like me, where you're in the beginning stages, you might be blowing an account within that first week. And why pay for resets and stuff? Just make sure that each of your renewal dates are a week apart. So you got a fresh new account to start on Monday. If you blow the one account that you have available that week on Wednesday, just sim Thursday and Friday, you got a fresh account on Monday. That I totally understand. What I don't understand, well, I do understand because I understand enough about psych, but I don't understand why people, I don't even want to say abuse because it's not abusing the system, but why gamble? Why? And I get it, you know, you don't understand or you don't know how long the opportunity will be here and things like that. But it's like, why do all of that? Use this time to get your edge, get your strategy, develop the psychology part of it, because that way, if push comes to shove and all props are, you know, illegal and we can't trade them anymore and things like that, you at least use that time to educate yourself and get to the point where, like, what you're doing, you can do it on a live account. I just don't, I don't understand some people. I don't. I really don't. There's a lot of volume in this candle right here. All right. So that's more. That means this needs to be less. We stalled here too long for my comfort. But yeah, the gamblers, I don't know. All right, so I actually missed this trade and it was going to be a loss. I missed it, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the VWAP rotations right now either. So we'll see, but I definitely did not get around, and I said I was going to do it, but I did not get around to put in my trades in my Excel spreadsheet, which I definitely need to do. I wonder if that actually would make sense. Actually would make sense. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, I'm not going to feel bad about missing this loss because I did just miss a win. So guess what? They just cancel each other out. That's why I hate missing trades, because I hate when you miss a win and then you take a trade that loses, because it's like, damn, that would have canceled itself out, but now I'm just down more money than I have to be because I missed that win. It's the only thing that sucks. London was nice to you this morning. It's been a while. You in this London session, honey. I cannot. Okay, I cannot. Good morning, Warman. My trading day is going halfway decent so far. Not a whole lot of setups, unfortunately. But it's kind of to be expected after last week. Really the last couple of weeks, but especially last week. So I kind of expected volatility, but I didn't really expect, well, let me say this. I did halfway expect to have more setups today just because we did have high impact news. But with the market being closed on Friday, plus it just being a really slow week last week, the other part of me kind of felt like volatility and volume was going to return, but I wouldn't see the patterns that I'm looking for because of how trash last week was. So we'll see. You took a short at 5:20, held it for like 8 minutes, took off at 5:16. As soon as I placed my order, it drops. Oh my God. You got out because Nvidia wouldn't fall under 915, but it broke as soon as you took profit. That's how it usually works. What do they say about patience? Oh man. push down too far. All right, we just rejected off my major level at 502.50. So we'll see if we can continue to create some structure below, or if we decide to just change directions. I'll draw the zone that would change it to an uptrend or uptrend bias. Right now we've been in a downtrend bias for a while, for about 30 minutes. $250. Well, okay. That was a random spike. We're trying to create the structure, but it's too much seller pressure right now. Too much. Oh, I did change it. Bye-bye, sell. That would touch that, which means less than, I feel like it's, yeah. All right, we're rejecting again here, but I don't want to take a sell right here right now. It's not really what I'm looking for. The way it's setting up is very weird. So we'll just be patient. And that's exactly why I didn't take it. It took too much volume to close that candle, so I'll draw this. The top yellow line is the major level. That's where price has been kind of getting stuck at a little bit. She asked me, am I done trading? She it don't even start to 12. You know how kids are. You could not tell them something. They are going to remember from the time they wake up. Oh my gosh. I remember one time I had told my niece while I was trading, I was like, I said, your TT bought you a new game. My mom bought you a new game. We're going to play the game after I'm done trading, right? So she's like, okay. As soon as I was done, I'm trying to make them breakfast, you know, just do my TT duties. And it had been a while, like a couple hours. So we were like into the afternoon. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Mind you, she asked me I told her like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I had asked her a question and she was like, well, TT, you said we were going to play a game and we haven't played the game yet. I said, oh shit, I did. She was so not happy. It's like, shoot, let me play this dang on game with this girl so she could leave me alone. But that is how kids are. They remember everything except what you tell them to do. They never remember that part. Sell, or 621. What to do, what to do. Oh, don't reject there. That wouldn't be nice. Of course. Of course. Oh, wait, I can't take that one. So that is a new setup that I'm taking. It better not wake me out just to go where I want it to go. I would rather it actually lose. But it's really crazy because where it showed that I got stopped out, price hadn't hit there yet, which is very weird. I don't really understand why, but you know, what ifs. What ifs. But yeah, this is a new setup of mine. Not that it's a new setup, but I've been kind of avoiding trades going back to the major level when it's divergence, which I can on one particular divergence, that being one of them. It just so happened to not work out this time. Only thing I didn't like was that it was a double top I was going back towards, but the volume supported it. It just didn't work out that time. All right, that's impossible to trade. Come on, market. Be normal this week, please. She see you in profit. She see that green. She like, time to get off. You green, it's time to go. I just want a week like the second week of March. The second week of March, there was so much volume and volatility. It was insane. I think the days that irritate me the most are the days where I start off green and then I start streaming and then I go red. But I'm not going red because I'm streaming, so. But it's still very annoying. Very much so. Very much so. It is the most annoying thing ever because it's like I could have just stopped trading at 9 o'clock and gone on about my day. Trade for 30 minutes and keep it moving. Oh, let me delete. Where is price at? We're at the middle pivot level, which is the yellow dotted line right here. So I gotta be careful here. So I still don't know if I want to take trades here. I'm not sure. Do you trade max price action? I saw you on max price action Facebook group. Absolutely not. You can keep the two-legged pullbacks. It is not for me. All right. Rejected off the new low. Let's see what happens here. Was just surprised to see you there since I've seen you speak about the strat you trade. All right. Man, the market sure knows how to put me to sleep. I am tired now. There's no action, no excitement. It makes me want to go back to the 12 and 1 chart. And there goes 10 o'clock. I can't take the sell. I'm just waiting for the pullback to potentially buy. Nope, pull back too far. I wanted it to reverse back up before it came back and hit the middle pivot level. So we wait again. Jesus Christ. No sale here. Like, please figure out what you want to do. It's just been bouncing in the same areas all morning, really since 9 o'clock. I can't do anything with any of this. What? Somebody said, are the rumors true about the Apex CEO dating Ice Spice? Where do y'all get this shit from? What? Ugh. Jesus Christ. Ice Spice of all people. Why do y'all think that girl would want Daryl Martin? No offense to him, but I'm just saying. Let me see what these charts look like on a 1 and 2 minute. Yeah, it looks terrible. Crazy thing is the ATR is pretty high, and usually when the ATR is high I like the movement, but Like I said, I just feel like the patterns are just not consistent today. Just from the market being closed Friday and last week just being a super slow week on top of that. That's the only thing I can think of. Like I'm not even getting setups, period. So it's like the market's moving, but not with the consistent patterns that I'm used to seeing. So yeah. No bueno. What's wrong, Trenches? You red. You turned your green red. Is that what that is? What happened? Oh, you must be laughing at what I said about Daryl Martin and Ice Spice. I just be confused. Thoroughly confused. And I want the market to do something. Every time we create a new swing, it just X dub. X very dumb. Alright. No buy here, which also means no sell. I needed to get away from this pivot level, honestly. There's literally nothing I can do until it gets away from there. Good morning, Richie. Richie M, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the stream and to the channel. Get comfortable. All right, we're getting away from it. He was laughing at the Ice Spice comment because I want to know what some people be thinking when they start certain rumors. And then I want to know why some people even have to, why would you even ask if that's a thing? What's wrong with your brain that you don't know that that's not a thing? You know what I mean? Tell me something. Because none of it makes sense. None of it. None of it at all. Alright. Looks like we're going to sit in this really weird, stupid ass area for a minute. I did get some really weird error message last night when I had opened up Ninja. Maybe I blew my accounts, but don't think so. I'm not gonna respond to that. Oh, I forgot they got this book map thing now. Oh yeah. Y'all see the Think with Bookmap thingy that they put in the Apex Discord? Alright, we're back at my major level at 85.75. Yeah, see all them bubbles and stuff? I just can't. Just looking at it makes my stomach feel queasy. It's just so much going on. Somebody was trying to like tell me how it works, but that's just too much. And it's crazy because one of the guys who I at one point attempted to learn futures trading from, he had Bookmap, and every time I saw those big ass bubbles, I turned the stream off, baby. Like I told you, I think it was last week or the week before, someone was asking me if I trade order flow, like looking at the numbers inside of bars. Sometimes too much information is just not good for me personally. And that right there is too much information. Way too much. What kind of chart is this? I can't even tell. See if I can make it bigger. It can't be a 1 minute chart. What is that? I don't know. Maybe a 30-second? I can't tell what the, well, I know that the data inside of the book map, that's just painting, like it's moving every millisecond for the most part. But at the bottom, there's like a delta, an order flow indicator, it looks like. But I can't tell what, let me disconnect because I can't tell what time frame that is. All right, let's see. All right, that would be a break even. It's like every time price hits a level, it either just starts consolidating way too heavy or it just takes off. Like there's nothing right now. I just can't do shit right now. Is there a level hiding behind this? Oh, that's the prior close. Okay. The prior close is hiding behind here. Behind this rotation level. Today is so whack. I'm not going to take a buy going back towards the previous close. So I'm just waiting on a pullback right now. Really, I'm waiting on 11 o'clock so I can go about my business. Today is just not a day that I want to trade. You cannot connect to Is that 813? Bearish? Yeah. I'm just not getting the setups that I'm particularly looking for in the moment, or at the moment. All right, well, that one is. Let's see if it can hold. At this point, I'm just kind of over today. I'm not gonna lie to you. See if we got enough steam to push past the new low. Probably not. We'll see. I gotta hold it though. My strategy doesn't say to break even when it hits a new lower high, so let's see. All right, we secured the break even at least, and there's the TP. Thank you, market. I appreciate ya. God damn. Greetings. Oh, I do not want to butcher your name. I'm gonna say Ziri. I'm just gonna use the last 4 letters of your name and call you Ziri. Good morning. New name, new chat. Welcome to the stream. So close to lunch. Girl, you and yo eating. Y'all, what a day. Please, market, don't do this all week. I'm gonna be so sad if it does. Like, I cannot have a repeat of last week. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you. I cannot take it. I just can't. Let's see, 293. Oh, too much of a stall. I was definitely looking to get into that sale, but we stalled here too long. It's gonna take too much volume to push back towards this new low. I wanted to see less volume there. 293. Let's see if this new candle can do it. It's not looking too great. All right, well, let's see, what is the open of that? All right, yeah, we stalled there too long, and if this pushes up one more candle, it's gonna invalidate the sale anyway. So now just wait. See what this does. That's the one I don't want to take. I should stop drinking water because I have to use the bathroom, but I feel like after this goes up, I might end up taking the sale. If it kind of stays around the same area. Actually, no. No. I want to go use the bathroom so bad. I'll be back. I knew that was going to happen. You see? You just got to tell the market that you're leaving, and then it'll do what you want. Let's see. I don't know how I feel about the double top, so I'm going to go use the bathroom. Oh, that did exactly what I wanted it to do. Even though I'm not a fan of the double top end, it still meets my criteria. So it's just, I had to use the bathroom, okay? I didn't have a choice. But that was a perfect setup. I would have broken even or hit the break even button at the rotation level since it's new. So this is something that I've been noticing. So I would have gotten into the sale and the rotation level would have painted at like while I was in the trade. So I would have needed to manually break even once price hit it. It did pull back a little bit, but I wouldn't have actually hit the break even level. It would have just pushed straight through to my take profit. But yeah, that's something that I've noticed recently that I need to do, because either most of the time it's either going to push all the way through for a take profit or it's going to reject off of it and cause a loss if I don't break even. So yeah, that's just something that I've recently discovered that I gotta pay attention to. All right, so we missed that one. What? All right. I should have just stayed here for like 30 more seconds. The real market manipulation. You talking about lunchtime? That's why I don't really know how people sit through that. I feel like by 11 o'clock, everything's drying up so much. I just, And then for me, I can't make it a consistent habit of coming back to the charts after I'm done to like, to halt for lunchtime. I used to be able to, but now I'm just like, bro, when I'm done, I'm done. I'm not coming back to this. I'm just not. All right, I can move that level and let's bring this down to here. Oh, me getting up to pee. Not that being the market manipulation for real though. I'm telling you, the market always do what you want it to do when you walk away for anything. Go get some water, go use the bathroom, go make your lunch. And then you just like, really? I've been waiting on you to do this whole time, and this is when you want to do it? Really? I'm cracking up. Do I have a particular reason why I'm using the 16-1 Renko? Yes, because I do not like time-based charts. I don't like tick-based charts. I don't like range charts. I don't like volume charts. I don't like Heikin-Ashi. Well, Heikin-Ashi is not that bad. I did pretty good intraday swing trading on Heikin-Ashi. But because I have no desire to intraday swing anymore like I used to, and I want to scalp, I just feel like Rinkos are best. I just like Rinkos. I feel like Rinkos are the highest accuracy and efficient for price action to me. It's just my personal opinion. I was first introduced to Rinkos like 10 years ago. And no matter how many other bar types I've tried, I've always come back to Rinkos. Now, as far as why I use that particular setting, last year I was trading on a 20 and 2 chart around this time last year. Now, at that time, I wasn't really, not to say I wasn't focused on trading, because I was, but I had so much other stuff going on that I wasn't really focused. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until September of last year that I really started focusing, and I still was on the 20 and 2 chart. Well, don't ask me why, but the Nasdaq was the only instrument where my threshold was more than 1, because on gold, I traded gold and crude oil on a 10 and 1 chart. I traded the ES on either an 8 and 1 chart or a 10 and 1 chart. I traded the Russell on a 10 and 1 chart. I traded the Dow on a 10 and 1 chart. I guess initially I put a threshold of 2 because I'm thinking, okay, the Nasdaq moves so fast, whatever. But then over time, I don't know, I was just like, why don't I just try something different, considering I don't trade on a 2 threshold for other instruments. And I always liked how smooth the 1 tick threshold is, because I mean, it's literally moving every tick instead of needing 2 ticks. You know what I mean? So yeah, I switched from a 20 and 2 to a 20 and 1. I did like it. However, when the market is really slow, or volatility or volume is really low, the 20 and 1 doesn't work that well, because from the top of the bar to the reversal close, or, you know, vice versa for a close up, you're basically asking the market to move 40 ticks or 10 points just to close the bar for me to enter, because I always enter on a reversal candle, always. So I'm asking this thing to move 10 points. And then when I was on a 20 tick chart, I believe my take profit was 24 ticks. So then I'm asking the market to move another 6 points on top of that, which, when the market is not moving that well, asking for 16 points is a lot. So then at one point I went down to a 12 and 1 chart. This was a couple of weeks ago, and I was just, if you go back to my streams, it'll say like experimenting. I believe it was experimenting day 1 through 5. The 12 and 1 chart was cool. However, that Friday, the market was so volatile, and the 20 and 1 the 12 and 1 chart no longer worked very well, because the market was just moving so fast. I couldn't do anything. Okay. Every time I was just looking to see if I wanted a setup, it was just happening so fast. So then I was like, all right, 21 is too slow. 12 and 1 is too damn fast. So let us find a happy medium right in the middle. And I went with a 16 tick chart. So for me, I just personally like a multiple of 4, obviously, because there's 4 ticks in a point. And I just feel like, let's just make it even. Why use a number that's not a multiple of 4? So yeah, then I went on the 16 and 1 chart. I believe this is my 4th week trading it. The biggest thing is, because I've been spending so much time back testing over the last few months, when I switched to a 16 and 1, it was not my goal. Well, it kind of was my goal to finish the back test. I just never did. But I finished about 30% of it, and I just knew that it was going to take me a couple of weeks to really finalize my strategy from the 16 and 1, since I didn't complete the back test first. So I kind of had the foundation laid after finishing like 30% of it, but it wasn't enough data for me to like know for sure different rules and stuff. So over the last 3 weeks, I've been having to make some kind of minor changes for the most part. There were like 2 days where I had to make super major changes, and then everything else has just been minor changes along the way. So I pretty much have everything almost finalized now. There's a couple of more places on my cheat sheet where I have question marks, like I don't know if this is the pattern that I want to look for or not. But I feel like the 16-1 is pretty consistent. The only thing I feel like is not consistent, which gets on my nerves, is my 1-bar pullbacks, which sucks because the 1-bar pullbacks was like one of my favorite things to trade. So it kind of sucks that it doesn't work out as well on the 16-1 chart, but yeah. So I've kind of been all around the world with settings for this, but I think I'm kind of at the point where I like where it's at this point. So we'll see. All right, no buy here. I wasn't interested in the sale. I didn't stall there long enough, and even then, because we have a support level there, I would have ended up hitting the break even button anyway. But there wasn't enough volume to push it down for me. But yeah, so I've tested a lot of stuff. Over my years of trading, I've been trading off and on for 10 years, way more off than on, so don't get that part twisted. But I was first introduced to trading via futures. And then because, you know, there's a higher cost of entry to futures than Forex, then I was introduced to Forex. I was also introduced to binary options. When I first started trading futures, I was learning from this guy who ended up being a scammer, who's now in jail at the moment. But yeah, he like was teaching standard deviation and some other stuff, baby, that I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, like I said, I was first introduced to Rinkos back then. He had a Rinko scalping strategy that was really not that great. And then in the midst of me kind of switching back and forth, eventually I got back into futures, and I was intraday swing trading on a 2-minute chart, which I absolutely love. Last week I showed a couple of trades that popped up in my Facebook memories. I actually did love intraday swing trading. However, number one, it kind of sucks when you are pretty close to your take profit and then it hits your trail and stop that. And I didn't use the trail super tight at that. So that kind of sucked. And then also, I didn't like having to be on the charts all the time. Like, I was on the charts all the time. Okay, all the time. And for me, I just didn't want to do that anymore. And it's always been my goal to learn how to scalp, develop a scalping strategy, all of that. So now we're here. I have a best friend who's also a trader, and we have basically kind of both been in that same headspace of like, yo, we want to figure out how to scalp. Because for me, if I can just trade like 2.5 hours a day, journal for the next hour, and be done with my day, I'm cool. That's better than me sitting on the charts for 8 hours, 6 hours, whatever, because at that point I'll feel like, all right, I got into this so that I can buy my freedom back, time freedom, you know, of course financial freedom as well, but time, because time is the one thing you can't pay for, right? So why would I do this to buy my time back from corporate America? I worked as a nurse since 2012. Why would I do that and then be on the charts for 8 hours? Well, that kind of defeats the freaking purpose. So for me, my little 12.5 hours a week, if I can make all the money that I need to make in 12.5 hours a week, that's what I'm going to do. So I've been like developing this particular strategy since a little after Christmas. So it's been some ups and downs with it, but every week I've seen progress, and every time I changed my Rinko settings, I saw a lot of progress. But I'm basically trading like a volume-based strategy, where what's most important to me, besides like different levels that the market is at, What's important to me is the volume of the swings. So like if I was to get into a sell here, the volume of this swing, the volume of this swing, and the volume of that swing. And then I also look at the volume of the entry candle versus the volume of the previous two reversal bars. And that's pretty much it. So, and me switching to a volume-based strategy around Christmas, that is the first time I've ever traded volume. So it's taken a lot to learn, especially because there's a lot of information about volume-based, trading strategies using volume profile, using order flow and things like that. However, there's not, I don't believe, any information out there regarding like a volume-based Renko strategy, which is what was important for me. So for me, I knew it was going to take me longer than I would like, because there's just not a lot of information out there regarding Renkos, regarding putting volume and Renkos together and all of that. So yeah, but I was willing to take as long as I needed to. I've been doing this a long time. So I understand that patience is a virtue. Alright, I cannot take that any longer. My P&L is up there. I always show my P&L. If it's one thing I'm gonna always be, is transparent. I had 2 straight weeks. A couple months ago, I had 2 straight weeks of red. No green whatsoever. And I still showed up every day. I mean, it's not, well, for me, it's not hard losing in front of people because I don't really care. I mean, I expect to lose while developing a strategy. Now, I don't want to sit here and have a 2-week losing streak and I feel like my strategy is finalized and I'm trading in PAs and stuff, and that I don't want. But yeah, you can always see my P&L right there on the right of the screen. Green, red. Okay, no sell here. This is the wrong type of divergence because we have a lower low in the middle of it. We rejected off of the middle pivot level. But yeah, everything on my charts is basically just different levels of support and resistance. That's literally it. And then I trade with a version of a half trend to help me determine minor and major trends, because I need to know when my minor trend is opposite of the major one and stuff like that. But aside from that, it's just support and resistance. Order flow VWAP, I use the ninja.co super pivot, fame super pivot. I love it. And then I use the current day open high low, prior day open high low close, and then I use a volume indicator, volume up down, the native one in NinjaTrader. All right, we got 20 minutes left. Higher high in the middle of the 2 lower lows, so no divergence. And I don't ever like taking trades going back towards this middle pivot level. I kind of treat it like the VWAP. I just don't like taking trades going back towards it because it is a pretty major level there. So What is the... Oh, alright, I can't touch that. I've got to figure out how to fix my mouse. I'm kind of over the wireless mouse already after just a week. That's it. Want to have to buy another one. It's looking like I might have to. I forgot how much I spent for this thing. Let's see. Mouse. Search my orders. How much should I pay for this? Oh, it's 40% off. Wait, I can get more off? Wait a second now. Oh, what I want to do it through Amazon. I don't want to buy it through Newegg. When am I going to get it? Free shipping. Delivered to. April 3rd. Well, I guess that would be just one day more. I don't know. You can get it for 20 versus 30. So I cannot fix this thing. I might just go ahead and order it. You can't beat $20 versus the normal $50. Wait, is this new? Don't give me something used. Oh yeah, it is new. Okay. This is the same one, right? It is. Alright, I'm probably gonna order that. We've been stuck at my major level that's at 453.75. Did I not get a warranty for this thing? I didn't get a warranty. I always get warranties. View order details. I did not. Well, that was dumb. Very dumb. Alright, I'm still trying to see how price is going to react here. We attempted to push up a couple of times. You can see the outside bars we created. $5.28. If this pushes down right here, even if the volume pattern is what I'm looking for, I'm gonna sit out of it for a couple of reasons. Not just to preserve the green day that I have at the moment, but also because I'm still not sure if I even want to trade this particular pattern. I had removed it from my cheat sheet and then I put it back like, okay, maybe it's okay. Mainly because it does not set up often and it's kind of like break even at the moment with the data that I do have. So, and basically it's just it rotating over my major level down here. Rotating meaning this bar closed on it and this bar would. Or maybe it's just going to reject and then I don't have to worry about it anyway. But yeah, I crossed it out and then I said possibly okay. So I'm not the most confident in it, and I don't want to take it and then end up red for the day for no reason when I don't even know if I want to trade it or not. So we'll just see what happens. All right, and I need to order this. All right, it pushed up too far anyway. Or if I place it today, it'll ship tomorrow and then it'll be delivered on the 3rd. Cool. Add to cart. Protects against product breakdowns. Covered by the manufacturer. Oh, you know what? Wait, when did I buy this thing? I've had this. You know what? I don't feel bad about buying a new mouse. I didn't realize I had this mouse for this long. When did I order this? I've had it for almost 2 years. Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's not that bad. Let's see what we got here. I don't really like that trade. I don't think. I don't know at this point. I guess I should have liked it. I don't know if I would have gotten filled on it though. It's always hard to tell because I miss I wouldn't say a lot of trades, but I do miss trades from no fills, and that probably, let's see, 33. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have gotten filled on there. They set up perfectly though. Because it's times where I think that I would get filled based on the close of the entry bar and, you know, the bar when price kind of comes back. I would have only had one tick of drawdown, but like I said, I don't really even think it would have gotten filled anyway. Only reason I was like, I don't know, is because of this level right here touching it, but it still was perfect the way it's set up though. All right, let's actually, let's not add protection plan. I'm not really hard on my devices. You know what? I wonder if Best Buy has this product. Since I have their Total Tech membership, I should look. EVGA. So if they have it, I will go get it. Oh no, they only have the one that the other mouse that I have already. Never mind then. an account, sorry. I can't take the next sale, so I'm just waiting to see what happens after the pullback happens. Email address for order confirmation. Oh, damn. Ship to your location, yes. Get it by Wednesday, okay. Let's do PayPal so I don't have to get my card. Because I'm lazy. Subscribe, no. Want to create an account? No. Alright, my mouse is ordered. No, thank you. Alright. Just throw this mouse away. All right, let's see. And this is why I've been keeping my zone on the chart even well after I draw it. So my bias changed to an uptrend here. You can see we tried to push through it, we couldn't. We came back, we rejected off of it again, and we came back and rejected again. So I started doing that, like, I think towards the end of last week, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm definitely going to continue doing it that way. I know my best friend is going to call me right at 11 o'clock. Who FaceTime me? Oh, FaceTime me back later. So if we break this zone, it'll be a downtrend bias, which would make sense because we never really got into the uptrends. And I think today, every time we change to an uptrend bias, we reject it for the most part. All right, it's 6 minutes left. I highly doubt I'm gonna get another trade in. because I can't take, this is not valid divergence, right? And then the first pullback is not going to be valid for me either. So yeah, we're going back to the lows of the day. Did we test it already? Yeah, we just did. So I can zoom in knowing I'm not going to trade that. And I will zoom out for you guys. It's kind of the structure we're looking at right now. Again, I can't take this first sell. Of course, you would push all the way up there. No buy here. Is that a 5-minute chart? Oh, 1 minute. All right. I think Apex has until the 15th to approve deny payout. Everyone is doing that. Oh my God. This is my first payout request. How long do they take to approve it? Chill out. Wasn't able to log into the Rhythmic app when I had a trade open and it went past my mental stop and now my account was liquidated. I submitted a ticket. Has anyone experienced this before? And did you get your account reinstated? No. Your app should always be open before you even open whatever platform you're on. I know I needed a stop, but I couldn't get back into the app on time. Do we need to have stops on every trade as per the rules? I question some people sometimes. Why is my account getting stopped out when I haven't reached the max trail and drawdown? Alright, let me get out of there before they drive me crazy. Alright, 2 minutes left. You do not. Why is you lying? She is lying. Whatever. All right, let me show you guys the accounts dashboard. Oh wait, it's already in order. So show you guys what the trail and drawdown is looking like. Lost a little bit on the second account, but that's all right. That account's gonna be gone on Thursday anyway. It's whatever. I'm with you. I'm out with you securing green. Yeah, let's just secure the green and get the hell out of here. Okay, today was not that great. At first payout, the messages be crazy. They'd still be worried about if it's a scam. Absolutely. It's like, I don't know. I get wanting to be approved fast, and I still hope that they fix this whole 30% not being based off of the balance at the time of the request, considering that's what the contract says in your FAQ. But you know, well, whatever. But yeah, it's always that first one that gets people. I don't know. And then they don't realize that depending on what their stats look like, it could take even longer. Where's my mouse? All right, here we go. First account is the 25K that I just started today. So we're ending a little bit green. Did lose a little bit of drawdown. Yeah, I'm kind of mad that I set out of those couple of trades that I set out of because there really was no reason to. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm just being a little bit more careful or what, but I don't need to be, because the biggest thing is, if you know your edge, if you know what the strategy is producing, after you go back and you back test things after making adjustments, just take the damn trade. What are you worried about? But anyway, so the second account, we still got 665 left to trade with for the next 3 days, and that's that. So not that bad of a day, but not that great either. I definitely was hoping for more. So let's just see what the rest of the week is looking like. What news do we have coming up tomorrow? Is it a high impact news day tomorrow too? Yeah, we do have 9 a.m. high impact news tomorrow too, so maybe we'll get a little bit of movement. I hope so, but we'll see. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bye guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.